But a convertible seat, children of the internet, is called convertible because it rear faces and forward faces.
Mhm.
Now, this seat in particular is a little bit different because it does convert into a booster. So it goes from 4 pounds to 40 pounds rear facing, all the way up to 65 forward facing in a harness, and then up to 100 in booster mode. So when you have this, let me get down here really, really quick. When you have this rear facing, you are going to have it obviously reclined. And it is a little hard without like pulling my install bench around and like showing you. One of the things that is really, let me grab this, really good about the recline on this is a lot of car seats, when you recline it, when it's rear facing, it kind of just falls back on like a, you think of it like a pivot point or like a fulcrum. It'll fall backward. They're pretty deep rear facing, so it can be tricky to fit in like smaller cars. The way that this reclines, and I think you actually have a photo of it that would work better than like pull. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So you have the ability to like kind of recline it almost like it's like a bucket tilting on itself instead of just falling backward. So it's really, really nice in terms of depth. And again, it does go up to 40 pounds rear facing. Now you'll see like it's got your infant inserts. It does all of it. On the sides here, you will notice you've got your rear facing belt path backwards right here. When you install this rear facing with latch or with seatbelt, you do not use both. Okay. And it does have a 45-pound weight limit for latch installation. After that, you do need to use a seatbelt. When you're installing this, somebody online was like, it's so hard to do because you have to take the cup holders out and like take the fabric off. It's really not that deep. The cup holders pop right out.
You need like a little stand right there.
I know. I need like a podium. I need a podium. I should have done this.
You can put it on your counter right there. I don't know if that will work, but that's
no. You know what I'm gonna do? Hold on. Here.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Car seats on a bar stool. When you pop both of the cup holders out, you pull this fabric up to have access to your belt path. It's really not that hard. So I don't know what the concern was there, but like everyone is different. You do you. And then you just pop the cup holder back in. It's really, really simple to do this. I have that backwards though. Hold on one second. So here in the harness, one of the really good features I want you to see, you will notice the harness has like white stitching on the side of it. And I had completely forgotten about this. And the stitching is there so that you know if the harness is twisted or not. Because a lot of car seats, when you're having to like go in and adjust and buckle and get things around, the webbing in the harness can actually twist inside the buckle tongue. And that's like the metal part that goes into the buckle. And so you have to deal with like fixing it. So with this, as long as that white threading is on the outside of the harness, you know your harness isn't twisted. If the white threading is on the inside, your harness is twisted.
It's such a good feature, and it's such a simple design, but it makes it so much easier. I can't tell you how many I used to do, like, so when I used to see patients in person, right, for lactation consultations when I had my store, I was fixing everyone's car seat. Everyone would come in with
they all get twisted.
They were
Everybody
all twisted.
Their harness up.
People don't realize that that's going to be a problem that could really impact the safety of your seat and the way that it's, you know, and so you really need to have those straps straight. So being able to just visually see it like that is brilliant.
Yeah. I'm also saving what I would think is like the pinnacle feature of this seat for just a moment. I'm just showing you.
I could tell. I could tell.
So it does have a no rethread harness. And just from me being a dork, a lot of no rethread harnesses are like a handle up here that you pull and they go up. I just find this very satisfying because it's different. It's got these two arrows right here, and then you are able to slide your harness up and down. So that's very, very fun. But you will notice right here, imagine you've got your kid rear facing, sun's in their face. You can't do anything really about it. You don't want to get a lot of like aftermarket accessories on your car seat. You don't want to get like the hard window shades for your car because they could come off and hit your kid in the face, and we do want to avoid that. This has a canopy built in. Let me pull the bar stool back.
And you know that the whole sun issue is like a big issue. I know Baby Trend did a whole survey, and it was the #1 complaint that parents, you know, said that their kids complain about being in the car is the sun and having that sun in their child's eyes.
Yeah. It's a mess.
It's a mess.
And so, you know, rear facing, like, you know, they do have a canopy on an infant seat. Most of the time, you can pull it forward. When they're forward facing in a seat, you don't really have anything. And there are like aftermarket hoods you can buy and like strap down to your car seat, but it's very inconvenient, and you just don't want to do it. So they have a hood integrated, and what's even better is the hood is height adjustable. I'll actually go up to so you can see it. There in the edge, that gray line, you can see all the different height positions of the canopy. And you can even use the canopy in booster mode if you wanted to, which is pretty awesome. So it goes up. I just took it off. You take it off when you go into booster mode too, to get the seatbelt through. Side note. But you do have the ability to have the canopy go up very high. And then you'll also notice it's almost like little individual visors. Yeah. So what this does, imagine this is like you're forward facing behind the passenger seat. The sun is coming in from the right side of the car. Nothing's fine. Everything's fine over here. Maybe there's a sibling. They want to see the kid. You can actually pop them in to adjust individually based on where the sun is coming in.
So smart.
Yeah,
so
it's
smart.
really, really, really smart.
Yep. Totally.
It's, you know, it's convertible car seats. It's really not that deep, but it's about like the features in this at the price point. You've got a canopy. You've got that really good webbing feature in the harness. You know, and it feels good. Like the fabric is actually very, very comfortable in here. And it just does a good job. Now, there is no lock off in the car seat. So if your seatbelt either doesn't lock at the retractor, or if it doesn't have a locking latch plate, you would have to use a locking clip. But it is few and far between vehicles that do not have a locking seatbelt. So I would not let that really freak me out, to be honest. But it's just great. And then you've got 2 cup holders.
No, it's really nice. It's really nice. And I love how that canopy can go up and down. That was one of my questions, was like the child's height and like, can we get it to go higher and all those different settings.
I actually showed it to Lainey on Zoom, and she loved the canopy. Lainey works with me, for those of you who don't know. She's a very dear friend. But you know, it's really just an intelligent, you know, and like it goes up pretty high. So you can go to full booster mode. It has the shoulder belt guide right here. Lap belt goes right there. Obviously FAA approved. You know, very, very solid, very good value, with really good features. So
definitely.
The harness cover, I will actually get one of them off so you can see it. The harness cover has like, I'm trying to do some lighting tricks over here. It's got like almost like a little dot surfacey kind of thing. And then in here, it's like a grippy, it's not sticky, but you can see like there's a little grip to it. So this will help keep this in position on the kid's shoulders, but it will also help eliminate the sliding of chest clip and kids doing all kind of shenanigans with it. And, you know, obviously chest clip positioning is very important. You want it armpit to armpit. It's very easy to keep it in place when they're little and they can't navigate it. When they get older, it's a nightmare and good luck. But this is a very good feature. So,
all right. Before we go into,
and it's also not very heavy. I don't know the exact weight of the seat right now at the moment, but it really is not a heavy car seat.
I think it's 19.84 pounds to be exact.
Amazing. Awesome.
There you go.